I don't know why, but YouTube keeps showing me ads for this language app called Praktika. I've probably seen it at least 10 times by now, or even more. So today I thought, okay, let's test it. This is not sponsored. I just genuinely got curious about seeing the same ad over and over again. For today, we are going to take a look at the app and trying to get a first impression. I will record this whole thing on my computer because there is the app is available on the web, so in the browser, and I will just do it that way because I'm not sure how my phone would record this whole thing, so we are going to take a look at that. And I'm already clicked on start with the 2-minute test, so let's get into the 2-minute test. So that is the first question, and I think I will just go with we'll just try Spanish because I want to improve my Spanish speaking. And I will go with English, so it's easier for you to understand what I'm doing. Then that's that. I don't know. I think I'm somewhere here because I'm still struggling with intermediate content sometimes. So should I go there? We will just pre-intermediate. Okay, yes, nice for you. Personal development. Where would you use the new language? That one, that one, that one. And I think that's a good way to advancing your language skills, but I'm not really into social media. So I will so we will just use that. Then what level do you aim to achieve? I would say that one. Okay, so it says already it is cheaper, so it means it costs something. We'll see about that. Maybe there is a free version. When did you last pick up a new language? A language I was serious about learning? I would say we go with Tokipona, and Tokipona was like 2024, so more than a year ago. What methods did you use to learn? Self-education? Never learned. Yeah, we can also go with that. No. School, self-education, abroad, tutor. You can say that kind of. We'll check that one. No, nope, nope. Okay. The cost was wasn't selected. Yeah, that's that's true. That's me. Can I? No, I can only choose one. That's fine. I don't. I do understand. Not if they're like rambling, but I do understand most of a conversation, at least the gist. So, partly true. I'm not sure if my vocabulary is limited. We'll go with partly true. That's true. That's true. I can speak, but I need to improve my fluency. That's partly true, because I'm kind of afraid to speak, but I can speak, so... That's partly true, because I have a few colleagues that are speaking a little bit of Spanish, so I can kind of use it there sometimes. No, that's not true at all. I can watch movies. Speaking. Okay. All you know. Pato blanco, calle, casa, coche, comadía. Tamir, fácil, familia, gato, grande, hacer, libro. I think I know all of them. Noche, pan, perro, pequeño, rápido, sol, trabajo, vino. Yes, I know all of them. That's a little bit more. I know that one. I know that one. That one. That one. For the rest, I'm not 100% sure what they mean, so I think I know that also. I know that word, but I'm not 100% sure what it means, so I will let that. Local linguist type. I think that's good enough. Oh, there was to scroll. Can I go back? Was there also to scroll? No, there was no scrolling. I thought I did miss some. Dum 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 dum. I'm not sure about any of them. Well, that one. So I did encounter that one, for example, but I'm not sure what it means. Same with that one. Maybe in context I would know it, but I'm hating vocabulary 101 translation, so I'm very bad at that, and I think that's the reason why I'm kind of know nothing from these words. We'll continue. Select your tutor. Can I listen to them?
Hola, soy tu profesora de español en práctica. Aprendamos juntos.
Yeah, I can listen to them. I want...
Hola, soy tu profesora de español en práctica. Aprendamos juntos.
I think that one is good because it's standard. Reike klingt not... Vampire Hunter. I love it. K-pop friendly charming. I'm confused. Well, anyway. Steve and let's listen to that one.
Hola, soy tu profesora de español en práctica. Aprendamos juntos. Hola, soy tu profesora de español en práctica. Aprendamos juntos.
I think we go with Camila. Continue. And... continue. Personal interests. I love dancing. Interview, not really. Music, traveling, gaming. I'm actually interested in finance, so... and also cooking. Shopping, not really. Art, yes, why not? Tech, yes. Cinema, yeah, depending. Gardening, biking, fitness, chatting. What's chatting? We just leave it at that one. No, not really. So now it's loading. Let's see how that works. Oh, we have questions within the loading process. I think I go with 15 minutes. Continue. Please sign in. Okay. I will fill that out. Well, it doesn't matter. You can know my email address. I'm just trying to remember. I think it's dot. I need to check that. 1 second. If you're not sure about your own email address, well, that's that. And I'm just checking on my phone. Oh, it is without a dot. So that one. Continue. Oh, so we get a vocabulary test. That's interesting. Intermediate. Okay. Then continue. Okay. Can I... So it costs something. Is there a free version? I'm confused. There is currency euro, but it is in dollar. I think there is a bug in here. For 3 months, 20 euros. Actually, I would love to test it, but I don't really like apps that are paid or where you need to pay and you can't even try without it be paid. So there is no free trial. I actually think I will not pay for that. So my Praktika review can't really continue if I do that. Anyway, we are going to pay for it. So I will go with the 3 months. That's for a year. 50 euros. We'll go for a year. So I can test it and we are just going a first impression, and maybe after the year I will give you an update. But I will stop the recording here because I will need to enter my payment data and I will not share that, of course. So I will be back as soon as I filled it in. So I did finish the purchase, but now it says I need to log in on the app. So I think you can only do the test on the web, but not use the web to learn. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but I will then of course switch to my phone and will record there. I'm not sure how good the quality of the microphone is, so that's not what I planned, but I think that should work. And I will see you in a bit and on my phone then. Now we're on the phone and I hope the sound is okay. And you should know that I needed to do the test again, even though I already logged in.
but yeah, and the test was also something different, so I don't had to choose words I didn't know and so on. But anyway, I didn't take you on the test again because they're quite similar. But just keep in mind that the test on the computer, on the web, is different, and you will have to do it again if you're on the app. And now we are starting in Spanish, and I hope everything works. Give me the first time loading.
Hola, Becky. Bienvenido a Practika. Me llamo Camila y soy tu AI tutor personal. Ahora, mantén pulsado este botón del micrófono y di ¡Hola!
So I will just tap on here and say hola. Hola.
¡Perfecto! ¡Lo has clavado! Ahora, vamos a tener una pequeña conversación para comprobar tu nivel de español y crear tu plan de estudio. Recuerdo que tu objetivo para aprender español es el crecimiento personal. ¿Cómo crees que el aprender español puede ayudarte a crecer en tus intereses, por ejemplo, en fitness o arte?
I have to say that's not a simple answer. There are recommending comunicarme con las personas que comparten mis intereses y acceder a más cursos sobre fitness y arte en este idioma. So I think I would say something like creo que aprender español me permite comunicar con más personas en el mundo y leer los libros me prefiero. I'm not sure if that's correct, but...
Muy bien. Veo que puedes expresar ideas y conectar el aprendizaje con tus intereses. En el mundo del fitness, ¿puedes mencionar una actividad o ejercicio que te gustaría aprender o enseñar en español?
So you get feedback. I think that's good. ¿Qué prefiero? Me prefiero. But that I prefer, and that is... Okay. So it should be, creo que aprender español me permite comunicarme con más personas en el mundo y leer los libros que prefiero. Correct? I think so. Okay, let's get this down. Can I can with the right part go into that? I don't know anything about no lo sé. No lo sé.
No problem. For example, you could say, me gustaría aprender yoga en español, or quiero enseñar pilates en español. Which of your interests would you like to talk about next? Music, art, or traveling?
Traveling.
Genial, gracias. Según nuestra conversación, tu español está en el A2 nivel. Empecemos tu viaje de aprendizaje. Ahora estoy preparando tu plan de estudio personal. Nos vemos pronto en nuestras clases.
Okay, so that's the first lesson. Then finish everybody. So we have a streak. I love streaks, so that's good. Yeah. I'm confused. Oh no, now I'm in there. And it kind of looks like Duolingo. So we have the onboarding done. I'm thinking I will do the first lesson here. Also, you can, each time you can choose who is there in Spanish and choose a new.
Hola.
That's kind of annoying. That's a good feature.
Hola, Becky. Listísima para continuar, ¿verdad? Hoy vamos a practicar presentarse y conocer a otros. Cuéntame, ¿cómo te presentarías tú en una situación nueva?
I would introduce myself. So, do I now answer I introduce myself or do I introduce myself? Hola, me llamo Becky. And I think
Perfecto, Becky.
we are stopping here because I just had a problem and my recording stopped because my memory of my phone is full. So we will stop here and I will just end this lesson. And I will do it not on the screen. Or you can continue. That's good. Yeah, so that's everything from the recording from my phone. Now we're going back to my computer.
Now, for the feedback or for the first impression, I think it is a good AI, but I don't like that it's paid. So you can't really test it before you have to commit to paying it. So I don't like that. But I think it is not bad for learning to speak. It is a first impression, so I can change my mind later on. But for the first impression, I think it is fine or good. Like I said, I don't like that it's paid. Maybe you have an AI that can do the same but isn't paid, so it's free. If you know one, let me know down below. And I will also search if I find another one that is free. And maybe we'll have a first impression of that one as soon as I find it. So I would say it is good, but for the price you need to pay, I would say like, no. Maybe also if I'm using it a little bit, I will change my mind about that I say it is worth it to pay for it. But right now I don't think so, because I like the idea that language learning is kind of free and accessible for everyone, and that's not the case with that app. But that's just my opinion, and if you disagree or agree, then you can just let me know down below and we can discuss how we feel about it, and we will see probably another first impression sometime soon.